What we were doing, you have to adjust the partner's capital account in the new profit sharing ratio. In
Yes,
this,
sir.
what happens is your partner's capital account already have one balance over here, which is the opening balance.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And they say that the partner's new balance is the balance closer down, should be as per the new profit sharing ratio.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this capital should be as per the new profit sharing ratio. So this will already be given to us.
Yes, ma'am. It'll be
Okay.
fine. Yeah.
This will already be given to us, and whatever is extra, either on the debit side or the credit side, has
Credit
to
side.
be adjusted through an account. Are you with
Yes,
me?
ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So whenever there is a change in the profit sharing ratio, what are the things that happen?
Ma'am, so it says a change in structure. So that
Mm.
means goodwill will be adjusted. There will be a revaluation account made, undistributed profits and debit side. I mean credit side and undistributed losses and debit side. And
Undistributed
also
on the credit side, undistributed losses on the debit side,
debit side.
and assets and liabilities
Partners capital.
valued, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so revaluation profit would be over here and revaluation loss would be over here.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So say for example, you have this sum, and in this sum, what are they expecting us to do?
Ma'am, to find the new capital, right?
They are expecting us to pass the journal entries for
Yeah,
the,
okay. Pass the journal entry.
so if they are asking us to pass the journal entries for the above transaction, the old profit sharing ratio is 3:2:1. Are you with?
Yes, ma'am.
And in the future, they decides to share profit and losses how? Equally.
Equally.
So there is
One
a
is one.
change in PSR.
Yes, ma'am.
There is a change in profit sharing ratio.
Profit sharing ratio.
In that case, there is a change in structure.
Yes, ma'am.
If there is a change in structure, you have to do goodwill adjustments.
Yeah, goodwill adjustment.
You have to
Revaluation
revise the
account.
assets of liabilities,
Liabilities. Yes, ma'am.
and whatever undistributed profits is there will come in
Yeah.
the partner's capital account which side,
Debit, credit side.
and whatever undistributed losses is there will come in the partner's capital account which side,
Debit side.
it will come in partner's capital account debit side.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. We have been given the goodwill of the firm. There is a revaluation of fixed assets. It's a depreciation of 10%.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
What is
Yeah.
important is that capital of the partners will be in the proportion to the new profit sharing ratio.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you
Capital.
with me?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
Okay, what does this mean?
Capital of partners will be in proportion to the new profit sharing ratio.
That means the closing capital.
Yeah.
What does
Closing
this mean?
capital will be.
Closing capital should be equal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. And if there is any extra amount in the capital account, it has to be adjusted through which account?
Yes.
Current
Current
account.
account.
Fine. Come on. The balance sheet is there, partner's capital is there, and you have to pass journal entries. How will you proceed?
Ma'am, by first, we can take like goodwill of the firm, right? First, we should start with that.
First, you will always start with your balance sheet.
Okay, balance sheet.
Where will you write the capital account?
I mean,
capital account balances, where will you write?
Partners cap.
Which capital is that?
This thing. This. I didn't get it. Wait, what?
This is which capital? On the liability
Uh,
side.
No, yeah, this is a.
This is the opening capital. What capital
Okay,
is
opening capital.
opening capital?
Opening capital.
Opening capital will come where?
Credit side.
Credit side. So it will be 50,000.
Yeah, 50,000, 40,000, and 30,000.
Okay. What is reserve fund?
Ma'am, I don't.
You don't know what is reserve fund?
No, ma'am, I don't know.
Is this the undistributed profits?
Yes, ma'am.
What
Okay.
would be the journal entry for reserve fund? Where will
I'm
you?
reserve. Yeah,
Yeah, where?
reserve fund account debit to partner's capital account. That's a
Okay.
journal entry.
So reserve fund will be debited to partner's capital account. This is your first journal entry that I am passing.
Yeah,
Okay. It will be distributed in which ratio?
old ratio.
Old ratio. Okay. Old ratio is what?
To this thing. 3 to 2
3
to
to
1.
2 is to 1. So 18,000 would be distributed in which ratio?
3/6.
2/6 and 1/6. Are you with me?
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
18,000 divided by 6 is how much?
3,000.
Now 3,000 into 3 will go
9,000.
to A.
Yeah. A.
3,000 into 2 will go to B.
6,000 and 3,000.
Will go to
Yeah.
C. So it will become how much? 9,000,
9,000, 6,000, and 3,000.
9,000, 6,000 and 3,000. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Employees Provident Fund. This fund
Yeah.
is for the employees and it has money of the employer as well as the employee. And the
Yeah.
money inside this provident fund belongs to the employees.
Yes, ma'am.
So this money will not be distributed to the partners even if there is a change in the profit sharing ratio.
Yes, ma'am.
Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So even if there is a change in the profit sharing ratio, the money of the employees provident fund, it belongs to whom?
This thing, employees.
It belongs to employees. It will be given to the
Employees.
okay. It belongs to the employees. It will be given to the employees. So this money will never be distributed to the partners. Are you with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Very good. Now let's go ahead.
Yes, ma'am.
Reserve fund is distributed.
Yeah,
Then
reserve fund is distributed.
your fixed assets
Yeah, fixed assets.
is going down.
Yeah.
What will
Yeah,
be
depreciated by 10%. And it will be 18,000, right?
means
And it is depreciated by 10%. So 18,000 will be distributed to the partners.
okay. 18,000 will be distributed. Yeah, it will be
Yeah,
depreciated by how much percent?
by 10%, right?
So
So
revaluation profit or loss?
loss.
Revaluation loss will come over here. What will be the journal entry for this?
Journal entry will be revaluation account to fixed assets account and then to partners capital account.
So revaluation account debit.
No, wait, no, that's wrong.
Very good.
Yeah, revaluation.
Yeah, say the journal entry, please.
Yeah, revaluation account debit to fixed assets account. That's one journal entry.
Revaluation account debit to fixed assets account. And then?
Yeah, partners capital account to revaluation account. Because
Okay. So the journal entry will be revaluation account debit how much? 18,000.
debit 18,000.
To fixed assets account 18,000. And then
18,000.
partners capital
Partners capital account.
what?
Yeah. It will be ABC. So same thing,
Debit
9,000, 6,000, and 3,000.
to
Yeah,
revaluation
debit
account. So over
to
here,
revaluation account.
what? To revaluation.
To revaluation.
9,000,
9,000,
6,000,
6,000,
and 3,000.
3,000.
Come on, do this much and then find the gaining and sacrificing ratio for me. Okay,
Okay.
I'm waiting for you. What are you going to do? There is goodwill of the firm that is valued at 300,000. That means what
Yes,
are you
sir.
going to do?
Goodwill of the firm is valued at 3 lakh, right? So we will have to distribute it after
So
finding
we have to
the
do goodwill
sacrificing
adjustment.
gaining ratio. Yes, ma'am. Goodwill adjustment.
Do goodwill adjustments.
Ma'am, by finding the sacrificing and gaining ratio.
No, so what was the journal entry for goodwill adjustment?
Journal entry for goodwill adjustment. Yeah, sacrificing partner capital account to debit it to goodwill. I mean,
Are you
this
sure?
gaining partner. Yes, ma'am.
It is gaining partner to sacrificing partner?
Oh, no, it's sacrificing partner to gaining partner.
Gaining to sacrificing or sacrifice to gaining?
It's gaining.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, it's gaining.
So gaining partner debit, sacrificing partner what?
Credit.
Okay, fine. Come on. Old ratio is how much?
Old ratio is to 3:2:1.
What are the partners? A, B, and C.
Partners A, B, and C.
So 3, 2,
Yeah,
1.
3:2:1. Yeah,
New
3:6.
ratio.
1:1:1.
So gain or sacrifice?
Ma'am, sacrifice for A.
Come on. 3/6 minus 1/3.
Yeah,
2/6 minus 1/3.
1/3.
1/6 minus 1/3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Then
Yeah. It will be
3.
3 minus 2/6.
This will be 0/6. 1
Yes,
minus
ma'am.
2/6. So 1/6, 1/6. Who
Yes,
is
ma'am.
the gaining partner?
Gaining partner is C. Negative.
Huh?
Gaining partner is C.
C.
Yeah,
Sacrificing
sacrificing A.
journal entry.
Journal entry, yeah, it will be C's capital account debited to A's capital account.
C's capital account debited to A's capital account. How much?
It will be 3 lakh multiplied by 1/6. 6, 5, 8.
25, 5,
50,000.
50,000. So gaining partner is C's capital account. How much? Debited by
Debited by
50,000.
50,000.
A's capital account. Sorry,
Okay, A's
C's
capital
capital
account.
account is debited, right?
Yeah.
So C's the capital account is debited by 50,000. And A's capital account is
A's
credited by.
capital account is credited by 50,000.
Okay. Come on. In A, what will I write?
A will write 50,000.
But what will I write here? By C's capital account.
Yeah, by C's capital account.
And here, what will
And
I write? To A's capital account.
yes,
Write this and try to figure out the closing capital for the partners. Please remember that if you want
yeah,
to find the closing capital, then you have to find the adjusted capital. I'm giving you time to
yeah.
just write this, digest this, and tell me about the adjusted.
So, oh, no, no.
Here they said that whatever
Yeah,
is the closing capital, that means the balance closed down. Okay?
yeah,
The capital of the partners, whatever is going to be the closing balance of the partners, it has to be there in their new profit sharing ratio.
profit sharing ratio.
If the closing
And
capital has to be in the new profit sharing ratio, I should know what is the closing capital.
yes, ma'am.
But have they given us the closing capital?
No, they haven't.
They have not given us the closing capital, and I know that the capital account always has which balance? It always has a credit balance. In
Credit
that
balance.
case, what will I do is I will find the adjusted capital. I want to
Yes,
make
ma'am.
the closing capital in the new profit sharing ratio. But I do not know the closing capital. Do I know or I do not know?
No, we don't know
We do
the
not
closing
know
capital.
the closing capital, but we have to make the closing capital in the new profit sharing ratio. So in that
Right.
scenario, I will find the adjusted capital. What is the adjusted capital? The total of the credit side minus the total of the debit side after all the adjustments are made. What
Yes,
adjustments
ma'am.
I'm talking about? After distributing the undistributed profits, after
Undistributed
the
loss. Profit.
goodwill adjustment, after giving
Yeah,
evaluation profit or
revaluation
loss,
of it. Yeah,
whatever amount I will get is called the adjusted capital. So
yeah.
you will have to find out the adjusted capital so I know the total of my closing capital, which has to be in the new profit sharing ratio. So how do I
Yes, ma'am.
calculate adjusted capital? The total of the credit side. A's
Yes, ma'am.
capital
Total
is
of the credit side.
109,
Adjusted.
B's capital is 46,000, and C's credit is 33,000. The total of the credit
Yeah.
side is 188,000.
Yes, ma'am.
Minus the total of the debit side, A's
Debit side.
debit side is 9,000, B's debit
9,000.
6,000, and C's debit
6,000.
side is 53,000.
3,000.
So
Or 53,000.
9,000 plus 6,000 plus 53,000, it gives you 68,000. Are you
Yes, ma'am.
with me?
Yes, ma'am.
Total of the debit minus total of the credit, I have 160,000, which is my adjusted capital. What is this?
Yes, ma'am.
What is this?
Adjusted capital.
Adjusted opening capital or closing capital?
Closing capital.
Adjusted closing capital. And they
Closing
are
capital. Yeah.
telling us that this capital has to be in which ratio?
A new ratio.
In the new ratio. What is the new ratio?
1:1:1.
1 is to 1 is to 1. So the new capital has to, the adjusted closing capital has to be in the new ratio, and this information is already given to us. So the closing capital is 160,000. It will be divided in amongst how many people?
3 people.
So it will become how much?
1/3.
1 by 3. Now 188 minus 68 is how much?
88 minus.
This is 120,000.
Yeah.
Okay, 188 is the total of the credit side. One how much?
Yes, ma'am. 188, right? And
Yeah. So 120,000 and this is negative 20.
Huh.
Okay.
yes,
So 120,000 is my adjusted closing capital and 120,000 has to be divided amongst three people in the same profit sharing ratio. So I would say my closing capital for everyone is 40,000, 40,000, 40,000.
yes,
This they are telling us that the capital account of the partners should be in the new profit sharing ratio.
new profit
Yes.
generation.
And whatever
Yes, ma'am.
adjustment has to be done, whatever adjustment has to
Yeah,
be done, whatever adjustment has to be done through which account? Current
this
account. Has
current
to be
account,
done
right?
through which account? Current account. First do this much,
Current
then I
account.
will teach you how to close the capital account. So the closing balance of the capital should be in the new profit sharing ratio. And if there is
Yes, ma'am.
any balance, it has to be adjusted through which account?
Current account.
Current account. So we will start closing. Okay. We will start
Yes, ma'am.
closing account by account. Come on, tell me. First A.
Yes,
What
ma'am.
side total is more?
The credit side.
What will you write?
This one. This A is this thing. Capital account
109,000.
debited to A's current
Whatever is
account.
more. First I will close
Yeah,
the ring. 109,
yeah, sorry.
109 will be written at both the places.
Yes, ma'am.
109 minus how much? 49.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
So
How
it
much
will
is that?
coming up to how much?
40,000.
109 minus 49 comes up to how much?
Wait.
A.
Six,
109 is on the credit side, 49 is on the debit side. So it will come
60,000.
up to 60,000. So what will I
60.
write? 2A's current account,
Yeah, 2 is current account. 2.
60,000. This is the balancing
Yes, ma'am.
figure. What will be the journal entry for this?
Is current account.
Which
No,
account is
wait, no.
this?
No, capital account.
So
The
A's.
partner's capital account. A's capital account debited to A's current account
Okay.
credit.
This is A's
Yeah.
capital account debited to A's current account. What will be the narration?
Narration, I don't know. I don't know
Adjustment of
narrations.
capital by opening current account. What will be the narration?
Adjustment of capital by opening current account.
Repeat,
Adjustment of capital by opening current account.
repeat
Adjustment of capital by opening current account.
again.
Adjustment of capital by opening current account.
Adjustment of capital by opening current account. Are you with me?
Current account. Yes, ma'am.
I'm closing these account. Which side
Wait.
is more?
Yes, ma'am.
Both the sides are same.
Yeah.
Nothing, no entry to pass.
No.
Now I'm closing
Wait, no, they
C's
should.
account.
Yes, ma'am.
Which
Okay.
side is more?
Uh, the the debit side.
So what is the total of the debit?
56,000.
Huh?
Wait, no, I didn't see the 40,000. Sorry. Nah, this thing 96,000.
93,000.
Oh, sorry, 3,000.
93,000. So I will
See.
write 93,000 on both the sides.
Yes, ma'am.
So 93,000 is on the debit side. More that I'll write on
Yes,
both
ma'am.
the sides. Minus 33,000
Yes,
on
ma'am.
the credit side. 93,000 minus 33,000.
Yes, ma'am. Okay.
60,000. This is the balancing
60,000.
figure.
Okay.
What will I write over
Yes,
here?
ma'am. Think. C is current account debited.
By C's current account.
Yes, ma'am.
What will be the journal entry?
Yeah, C is current account debited to C's capital account.
And narration?
Narration, this will be adjustment of capital by opening of current accounts. Same.
Again, what will be the narration?
Adjustment of capital account by opening current account.
Again,
Adjustment of capital by opening current account.
so we were asked to pass the journal entries. The main thing that was new over here was that we had to distribute the capital of the partners in the new
Yes, ma'am.
profit sharing ratio. The closing capital had to be in the new profit sharing ratio, and they
Profit
had
sharing
not
ratio.
given us the closing capital. So we had to
Yes,
find
ma'am.
the adjusted closing capital. Okay, with this we
Yes, ma'am.
complete this sum.